Thanks for doing this interview, and I'm really hoping that you can throw some light on Kim Moore and her allegations about Michael Corby.
Yes, not a problem.
And what may have happened. I've actually, Cole said to give you a call that you actually know Kim quite well, and he's made some, he raised some points with me about your relationship with Kim and how Kim came to you for some help.
Like when Kim told these lies as well, and when Kim came to me, I tried to tell them that she was lying and not to use her, and they didn't listen. One was that she wanted me to state that that was getting the drugs from Michael Corby Jr. That's right. Now this is when the name came into it.
Mick Jr.
Yeah, she was getting drugs from Michael Corby Jr. and transporting them back to the Sunshine Coast. And
did she say where they were to be transported from?
From Gladstone.
From Gladstone to the
Sunshine Coast.
To the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah. And the Gold Coast.
So she stated that she wanted to say that you knew Mick Corby Jr., who was transporting drugs from Gladstone to the Sunshine Coast and the Gold Coast.
Yes, that's correct.
That's a lie?
Yeah, oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And what else?
Okay, she basically wanted me to say that I was living with her at Marion Vale.
Living with her at Marion Vale, yeah.
Yeah, in 2004.
Okay, yeah.
And then she wanted me to state that I was with her when she claimed that she met Tony Lewis and Michael Corby Sr. at the pub.
Right.
Which was the Marion Vale Hotel.
Which is a lie, is it?
Yes, absolutely.
And is it a lie that you never lived with her?
No, I did live with her for a short period of time.
So you did live with her?
Yes, I did.
Right.
But that was back in like the end of 2000, in the middle of 2003.
Okay, so she wanted you to say that you lived with her in 2004.
Yep, in the beginnings.
In that time frame.
Yeah,
not
in
2000.
that time frame.
She didn't want you to say that you were living with her and you left her in 2003.
No, she didn't want me to say that at all.
Okay.
She didn't even want me to make out that we had a falling out. I had to make out everything was hunky-dory.
Yeah. Right.
She also told...
And she wanted you to say that you'd met Tony Lewis and Michael...
I was with her that night, that she was with Tony Lewis and then was introduced to Michael Corby Sr.
Right. Can you remember exactly roundabout when that may have been?
September?
Was that September before Chappelle got arrested?
Yes, it was before Chappelle got arrested, yes.
Sometime in September.
Yeah, that's all I could tell you.
And were you at the pub with her when she met Michael and Tony?
No, I was married and living on the Sunshine Coast.
So you were married and living on the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah.
How many miles away were you from the...
About over 500 kilometres.
Okay. So you were 500 kilometres away when she said that she wanted you to say that you'd met Michael and Tony Lewis at the Marion Vale
Hotel.
Pub. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that would have been a lie then.
Yeah, that was an absolute lie.
What else?
She also told me that if I'd say that if I'd say these lies, there was a lot of money involved for me. I get paid a lot of money.
So she actually said to you, if you lie for me, you're going
Yep.
to get a lot of money.
Yep, I'll get lots of money and this will help strengthen my case to get my son back.
What did you think of that?
Well, no matter what, I wasn't going to lie. It didn't matter about, like, I love my son, I miss my son, and I haven't seen him in years, but I wasn't going to go about it that way.
Now, I'll just jog your memory because Cole told me a couple of things.
Yeah?
Passports.
Yes.
What can you
That was
tell
a
me
big
about that?
Okay. When they came to interview me with Kim, they came to visit me at Caboolture with Kim again, and this was some time after, like, would have been June, July, maybe 2000 and June, July 2008, perhaps. They came up with Kim, and I had an interview with them and went through all the details with them. Anyway, I got home. About 45 minutes later, I get this, because Kim and these guys stayed behind after me and my husband left the pub where we had the meeting. Anyway, about 45 minutes later, I get this desperate phone call from one of the guys. I think his name was going to me, Jade, Kim's informed us that you've got fake passports of Michael Corby Jr. and is that correct? I'm going, I beg your pardon? And he's going, Kim has told us that that you've got fake passports. I go, what are you talking about? I said, I'm not in any possession of any passports. I said, I don't even have one of my own. And he's going, are you sure? He's going, we're willing to pay big dollars for these passports. Are you sure you don't have them? You sure you can't get them? And I'm going, I'm positive. I can't get them and I'm not in possession of any passports. I said, it's a lie. I said, she's lying. And I said, and I turned around and said, if I were you, I'd be careful because she's lying about a lot of things.
So you told me that she'd lied about a lot of things.
Yes.
And he works for...
But also one of these or was also there as well.
Right. Did you get an opportunity to actually tell that you'd had past dealings with Kim and she had told lies as well? Or?
I tried to get people's attention, but nobody would listen to me.
Who did you try to tell about Kim lying?
Well, I tried to tell these guys on a couple of occasions.
Can you explain who these... these guys, who are these guys? And he's a... is he?
I assume he was a...
So you tried to tell, and you tried to tell who else?
I just tried to tell him. I did run it by Cole. I said, Cole, I also did say to Cole, just briefly in passing, that I don't think, I said she's lied about a lot of things. And just left it at that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know who else to turn to.
Right. So when you tried...
I didn't know who else to go to.
So after you said that you didn't have the passports, what happened then?
I never heard from them again except for when I made contact with them a couple of times to warn them that Kim was lying.
So if by your best recollection, when did you contact them again after the passport incident?
Oh, it was only a few days, a week max.
A week?
Max.
Yeah.
I know it was in a short period of time.
How would Kim have come up with that you had the passports of Mick Corby?
I don't know. She's just made it up. This is what blew us all away.
Yeah.
Because I have friends at my house too when this happened.
Yeah.
And I've had this dumb they have heard me sort of going off a little bit because I was getting sick of all these lies she was telling. She rang me up and she said to me, she wanted to discredit him. She said that she wanted me to state that she's got family that live in Broken Hill of New South Wales, which is near the South Australian border. Now, what she wanted me to say was that Malcolm McCauley would get a courier to meet at Broken Hill, and then pick up the drugs,
Yeah.
and then transport them back to Gladstone.
Right. A pointed question here to you. Didn't ever do that.
No,
Never.
not to my knowledge.
No.
No,
He never transported drugs from Broken Hill to
no,
Gladstone.
not that I'm aware
So
of.
Kim
No.
wanted you to say that he had.
Yes, yes,
And Michael McCauley was part of this lie.
yes. And it happened to be the day that he came out and it hit our front pages up here in Queensland. You look at it in a lot of ways. I had a million reasons to lie. You know what I mean? To get my son back, because all this I could have made up and then used it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I wasn't going to do that.
No.
I'm not a liar, and I'm not going to discredit myself in any way, shape, or form.
You know that liars get found out sooner or later.
Well,
don't
that's
you?
what I said to Kyle. I said, something's hinky about this. I said, something's really wrong with this. I said, something's going to come back and bite. And I said to Kim, her lies were going to bite her on the ass as she kept it up.
Yeah.
The truth always comes out.
Yeah.
But what makes me so angry, she got money for this.
Yeah. Do you know how much she got paid? Did she ever let on there how much she got paid for these
Now,
lies
I think
she
she
told?
might have been paid about, all told, $60,000 or something. Plus.
She did get paid.
I know she got paid, yeah,
Yeah.
she told me.
So how much incentive were they offering you to lie? Did they put a ballpark figure on it for
No,
you?
they didn't put a ballpark figure on it. All I got told was that there was good money in it, and I get my son back.
And how did you wonder how telling lies would actually get your son back? Correct me if I'm wrong here.
Yeah.
If you lied and said that your ex-partner was a drug runner, then he would be unfit to be the parent of the.
That's correct.
And then he would have been maybe charged, and then you would have got custody. Is that the emotional game they were playing?
Yes.
You played the game of saying he was a drug dealer. Well, he would be seen to be an unfit father, and then you would get custody of your son.
That is very correct.
So that's
the nail on
that
the
is
head,
what
love.
they used as a bargaining chip for you.
Yeah, basically, yep, that was it. Plus money. They did offer
Plus
me money too. Yeah.
But no
just
matter
didn't put
what,
a figure on
Jade,
it.
you just stuck to the fact that, well, lies aren't going to get me what I want, and they will eventually come back and bite me on the bum if I do lie. Is that right?
That's exactly right. Yeah, I wasn't going to, love. It didn't matter. Like I said, I love my son. I miss my son. I went through 2 years of hell for fighting with him, only to lose the custody hearing and everything, you know what? And as I said, I had 1,001 reasons to lie, but I wasn't going to. That wasn't the way to go about it.
Yeah, destroy somebody else's life to get your own life
That's
on track.
exactly right. That's exactly right. No.
No, it doesn't pay that, does it?
No, it doesn't.
No. Can I just ask, I just want to clarify something with and you.
Sure.
You approached and you told them what Kim was saying was lies.
Yes, I rung which I'm pretty sure is the.
Mhm.
I had spoken to him, and in conversation, I told him that she was lying.
She was lying.
Yep, and he didn't seem to heed what I was saying.
Did he say anything to you?
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all.
And did you tell him that she actually told you to lie as well? So anything that she said that you have actually said to them?
No, not at all. Not at that stage. No, because I didn't know if I'd get into trouble or anything.
Then.
I didn't know the situation still,
All right.
really.
But you did tell that Kim Moore lies.
Yes.
And they didn't listen.
They did not listen.
And they ran the story?
Yep, they went with the story anyway.
And how did you feel about that?
I was so angry.
Yeah.
Really angry. I wish a journalist or something had come to me, you know, and then I could have set the record straight, and I would have said it on camera, she's a liar. And then maybe Chappelle wouldn't be in jail.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I just wish some people were listening to me. You know, like when I didn't get any response from these guys when I tried to tell them they were lying, it didn't give me any incentive to want to push it. All it did was make me want to run the other way and not have anything to do with it.
Yeah, so no matter how much you told the truth, they just wanted to listen to the lies.
That's right.
Yeah, and they made you feel like you were doing the wrong thing.
At the end of it, it was just like no one would listen. So like you said, you know, I was made to feel like I was doing the wrong thing. And then after that, it was just like they did not want to hear from me again. They didn't want to speak to me again.
Yeah.
It just meant destroying so many lives. But I've got more integrity than that.
Yeah.
And I'm a respectful human being. And I'm not going to destroy someone else's life just to benefit something that in the end I'd only lose anyway.